So I have some wild rice that I put in water, actually for a couple days. Water is drained. And wild rice, they're actually, for real, are nuts. There's no really rice. It just happen to be called wild rice, but they're actually nuts, and they have a lot of nutrients, amino acids, and it's very nutritious. I'm going to show you how to prepare this, but I'm going to prepare this with some shrimp, which are going to be steaming here. And I'm going to do something extra. I'm going to show you a tip of how to use it the next day or 2 days later when you put in the refrigerator, you take it out and you want to reheat it. I don't use a microwave, and you have to be careful so it doesn't become fried rice, because this is not rice, these are nuts. Wild rice are nuts. So remember, if I can cook it, so can you. So go nowhere. Let's create. So I have a pot with water, which I've been preheating for about 3 or 4 minutes. Add the rice. And you notice I'm going to cook this like if I was cooking spaghettis. The only difference is this. A couple difference. The main one is if you didn't put this wild rice in water overnight or a couple nights before, it's going to take you about 40 minutes to go through this. But because I put this wild rice in water overnight or a couple nights before, it's going to take you about maybe 15-20 minutes. Another thing you do, you're going to add some salt. I'm going to go with lava salt, which I ordered from Iceland. It's very good. Not a lot, just a little bit, because at this time of the process you don't need a lot of salt. And I like to put a few drops of extra virgin olive oil, just a few drops. Oh, and when it starts a high heat simmering, just reduce the heat to a notch or so above medium as you let it cook. Once the shrimps are cooked, you know that because they turn orange. Take them out, transfer them to a container. You can put a little bit of water, tap water or cold water to cool them down, because you're going to peel them after that. You have to peel them. You can leave the head if you want to, for presentation purposes, or you can take the head out or the head off, but you have to peel them. But let them cool, and accelerate the process by putting them in water. As the rice cook, I have a couple of mini peppers. They are sweet. I cut them, peel them. I have some of these kind of onions. I, cut some, and I'm going to use some of the green portion. So I peeled them. Some of them I took the head out, and some of them I left the head. It's up to you. So I strained the water. And it took me, I would say, about 12 minutes, maybe 15. See how the grains look? Some of them have opened a little bit, but the good way is to just give it a taste. They're cooked. So, this is something that I did. I want you to be aware. The rice that I prepared earlier, you can eat it once you prepare immediately. But this one I put in the refrigerator for about an hour. I went, did some work, whatever. And I did that to show you how good it looks and what you can do if you want to eat it a day or two later. So you can refrigerate it, and I'm going to show you now. I could have done the same straight out from when I cook it, but I'm going to show you also how well you can do things. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to put some extra virgin olive oil. And actually, let me put a little bit more. Let me reduce the heat. I had it high. And you don't want a lot because you don't want things swimming. And what I want to do here, I'm going to put my onion and my peppers. Let me start with the peppers first. And let's put some heat on it. Little bit of color. Doesn't have to be for a long time. See how nice? Flip it. And then I'm going to remove them. Once I remove the sweet peppers, see how beautiful? What I'm going to add, I have some of the shrimp. The one without the head I cut in tiny pieces. You know, not tiny, but you know what I mean. What I'm going to do, and I'm going to add some color. And I'm going to add the ones with the head too. Careful, I don't want the head to fall. Just to make things pretty. And I'm going to get a little bit of salt. You can use any type of salt. Go with sea salt if possible. But I'm going to put a little bit of the lava salt. Just a little bit. But once again, you can use sea salt, any color. Yeah, beautiful. So I already steamed this, and now I'm doing a second version of the cooking. I'm going to take the ones with the head out. And I'm going to leave the other ones in here. With this one, I'm going to add the onions. And because the rice came out the refrigerator, I don't microwave thing. My microwave broke several years ago. I haven't used it. I like to cook. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to get some vinegar. You can use any type, but I'm going to put a little bit. And I'm going to add the rice because I'm heating it up. And I'm going to mix some of that shrimp. You're going to heat this up for about maybe 3-4 minutes because you don't want it cold. If you want to add other things, you can do that. Like in my case, you can add some, parsley or whatever. I'm going to add a little bit of cilantro. Give it some other flavors. If you want some thyme, you can add some thyme. If you want some fresh parsley or whatever, you can add some too. And I'm going to, it doesn't matter if it's fresh or not, so I'm going to add some parsley. And you bring out those aromatics, you know what I mean? All those aromatics. And the reason I put some of the vinegar is because this is not fried rice. I'm not frying the rice, I just heating the rice. It's a big difference. So that's why you didn't see any oil here or anything like that.